Alan Davis, Logston, Oregon.
Welcome back, Alan.
Welcome. Thank you. First of all, Terry and Doug, thank you. I have a problem with on our bio summit last week, August 21st. You know, the DEQ anytime could have told us there was no water and shut us down. Told us the water is safe, no worries. They had over a month to do this, but they gave us no analytical or no laboratory reports at all. So I'm really concerned about the water, whether it's still good or not. They gave us absolutely no information whatsoever. So that really concerns me there.
They're shutting who down?
Us to save our Siletz River. If they would have told us that water was safe, we would have quit. We went swimming. We swam there for 30 years. This is our 31st year. We will not swim it because we do not know it's safe, and they did not verify it, whether it's safe or not to drink or swim in. Second of all, the city of Siletz is pumping 60,000 gallons effluent a day into the river. I talked to Almeda, and it's confirmed. This is toxic. It turns out to 21,900,000 gallons a year. They overflow in the winter sewage. That's been proven on the National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System evaluation. That was proven they do discharge overflow. The U.S. Geological Survey and National Park Service cooperated in a study and determined the currents of wastewater and influence to see if fragrances, fire retardants, and pharmaceuticals, to see if those in the river. The organic wastewater contaminants and pharmaceuticals were detected in water and bed sediment samples collected. The presence of the compounds in the bed sediment indicates the potential to accumulate in sediments, resulting in long-term storage and potential redistribution into aquatic life. I mean, it's just stacking up on that sediment. And so that's a problem. Third of all, the municipals are violating part Electric Code of Federal Regulations. It is the part 503.14. I'll read this. It is standards for the use or disposal of sewage sludge. A, bulk sewage sludge shall not be applied to the land if it is likely to adversely affect a threatened or endangered species listed under the sections of 4 of the Endangered Species Act, or a designated critical habitat. Cohorts both. So the municipals and everybody is violating the law. And DEQ in the state. I have contacted the EPA, filed a report to them, also contacted U.S. Wildlife Law Enforcement, Eric Merrick, and also filed another possible violation against the municipals. And there's one solution to these biosolids. No more biosolids used in Lincoln City, period. We want, in Lincoln County, excuse me, water samples, sediment samples, all to be tested. This is serious. And you know, when you're pumping out 60,000 gallons a day of effluent in the Siletz, and we're in a drought condition, it's going to puddle up in those holes below, and there's kids and stuff swimming in that water. Somebody needs to put some signs or something up that, you know, the water, Siletz River's going down and down and down. We live next to it. We watch it. You know, and Siletz is pumping 60,000 gallons of pasta, and there's toxic stuff in this stuff. You know, so I'm just warning, people that, we need to do something about it. And, and they're all, like I said, Wayne, you can look it up for yourself. 503.14, they're a total violation. They're violating, federal laws.
Add it to our.
And they said they would contact within 10 days, the EPA and also the U.S. Wildlife. They're doing an investigation on this. And if that don't work, we'll seek out environmental attorneys and force the municipals to stop. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the update. Kayleen, anyone else?
Kayleen Davis, farmer up there. Again, I want to start out by thanking you guys. Doug, you started out great. Stop polluting the water all the way. Hey, those were great words. Terry, and thank you for your words at the end. Wayne, you pulled it together, but you use those words monitoring to me, and that is not okay, because why you guys keep saying that, and they say open eyes, But in the meantime, now Howard is flipping that hay with those biosolids on it. I called the environmental health Monday and I filed my concerns. I have autoimmune. I feel it going. I can feel my lungs going. That may have been the smoke, but my joints are going. My skin is going. It becomes debilitating. And I thought, I was born with childhood dermatitis. It's a lifetime thing. It's an autoimmune. My girls have it. Started my morning out with a call from our daughter, 4-day migraine. I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but this is a pilot project. When did this pilot project start? Because guess what? They did a pilot project in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. They went and they surveyed these people for their health problems. DQ, Mrs. Mark, you should have checked with us before. See where our health was before. Because see where it is now. And the neighbors, okay, well, I told you we have the one neighbor, they've got problems. Well, the Berkeys, they moved in next to the church, I don't know how many years back.
About 5.
About 5. Elderly couple, yeah, they were in their 70s. I visited with Carolyn along that fence lots of times. She was very coherent. She is a wonderful person. She's still with us as far as I know, but she got dementia while she lived there. One day we were watching Mr. Berkey out in his yard, and then all of a sudden he became he was like disoriented. We started to head over, but then all of a sudden he was just kind of walking in circles, not really focusing, and then he came to and he left. Well, later that week he had a stroke. He's had his second. They no longer live there. They're still with us, but mentally they're gone. So I kind of lost my track there. In the meantime, Depot Bay was probably still coming. I hear DEQ went there. Did you read the News Times? I mean, I don't know if we've ever made anything on the Biosolid Summit, but DEQ and Depot Bay, that's in there, and they're saying DEQ says we follow all of our regulations. We know that's not true. They didn't even post the cities or where they're putting their municipalities' biosolids, toxic sewage sludge, or where they're putting it. That wasn't right. So Depot Bay, from what Betty says, will probably go ahead and go forward. We'll go ahead and send the petitions. I'm hoping I can get copies of the signature pages to send. Maybe another 600 signatures, people saying that it's not okay. Maybe that will help. In the meantime, I'd like to know what's going to happen with Howard Weisgeber's. Because this is also a new pilot. We've never had toxic sewage sludge left to lay on hay. I don't know if he got a call or if he windrowed it because Roxanne said, a friend down at the Logston store said, let's put the buzzards down your guys' way. It's like, oh, really? I didn't see him. Well, maybe that's why he's turning the hay, to get the buzzards away. I don't know. I didn't see it. But I did see him turning the hay. Where's the signage on these fields? The DEQ won't do it. Why don't, okay, county, let's step up. Put a sign out there. Let's mark these. I sent a note to one granddaughter, said, don't come out this way. I don't know about the air. Our 6-year-old granddaughter talked to her last night. She wanted to come visit us. I said, no, baby, we can't have you out here. I don't know if it's safe, and I don't. Do you? Can one of you tell me? Amy, oh no, can you tell me? Can you tell me? Let's get a vote. Let's get this stopped. This is real.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to address the Board of Commissioners? All right, saying none come forward. Our next meeting of the Board of Commissioners will be on Wednesday, September 5th, right here at 9:30 a.m. in the Board of Commissioners, room 108. With that, we're adjourned.